Guys, welcome to Linux YouTube channel. My name is Ram Mishra and I'm your online instructor. So what's in this video? In this video we will talk about Infracost command in Terraform. But before start the lab session we need to understand few points, which is what is Infracost command and in Terraform and its use cases. So as you can see on Infracost official documentation, it's clearly mentioned Infracost enable a shift left approach for cloud cost by providing cost estimates for Terraform before deployment, right? So in the infrastructure as a code world, estimating cost can be a nightmare for many enterprises. I have seen many companies doing extensive research and between cloud vendors to find out which has the better price, and also to see what their bills would look like at the end of the month. This process is very time consuming, so there was a need for change. With Infracost command, you can easily estimate cloud cost and compare potential bills between different vendors. So Infracost is a tool to design and estimate the cost of your infrastructure based on the infrastructure as a code configuration, whatever we have defined, and it's analyze the resources defined in your infrastructure as a file. It provides a details overview of what cost you will have, making comparison and also between the current state of your infrastructure and then the new version of it that you want to deploy. So let's start the lab session and we'll see how we can use Infracost command in our Terraform project, right? So in documentation every step is clearly mentioned, but let me go with my first of all virtual machine. So here you can see this is my VMware workstation and currently I have one Linux machine. Let me show you the OS release version first of all. So host name CTL, currently this is rel 9.3, right? And I have already installed Terraform in this machine. Let me show the version, Terraform hyphen hyphen version. So here you can see it's already there with version 1.9.4. even updates is also available, right? So start with the first step, which is install Infracost. So depending on your operating system, there are a couple of ways you can install Infracost command, right? So I follow the documentation because currently I'm using RHEL operating system, so I'll go with the RHEL, and this is the I follow the easiest way to install the Infracost via script method. So I just copy these command, download the CLI based on your OS or architecture and puts it in your USR local bin. So I just copy this command and run on my terminal. I'll copy it from here. I'll go and I right click and paste it. That's it. So basically this will download install.sh file and put the content in USR local bin location, right? So let it be complete. Yeah, you can see complete installing Infracost version 0.10.39. So it's installed successfully. Let's confirm with the version. So I run the command Infracost hyphen hyphen version. Okay, the version is there, even the help is also available for us, right? Here's the available command auth breakdown comment and configure, right? So now move to the next step, which is get the API keys. So if I follow the documentation, what's my next step? Next step is that if I scroll down, we need to get the API key, right? So we need to register for free API key, which is used by the CLI to retrieve the price from cloud pricing API. For example, we need to get the price on the basis of different EC2 instance type. So just follow the documentation and get registered for API key by using this command infracost auth login. Let it be copied from here. Again, go back, right click and paste. The moment I press enter, see what happened. Okay, it will redirecting you to login web page, and we need to complete that one for register for our API keys, right? So just wait. Okay, so you can see Infracost. Okay, just login, click on the login button. Okay, so here you can either sign up using GitHub or Google, and after that you can retrieve your API keys. I'm using my GitHub credentials, so I'll go with the GitHub credentials and just let me in my secure my user ID and password. So my username is 71118 and the password, let me write it down here. Okay, I don't want to save it. Command complete. Okay. Yep. So here you can see authentication done. Finally, we got the message. Your Infracost CLI has been successfully authenticated. Return to your terminal to continue using Infracost. So I just close this one, and once the process is done, the key will be stored on your local server where you run this command, and you can retrieve the key by running the command. Which command? This one. Infracost configure get API, right? So let me try to copy that here and paste it. So I right click and paste, I press enter. Yeah, this is the key, right, which I recently get it. Now move to the next part, which is use Infracost with Terraform. To use Infracost with Terraform, we need our Terraform project folder with some Terraform configuration file. So let's make it mkdir project1. I'll move to project1 folder and I'll create one main.terraform file, or let me create my ec2.tf file, right? So here I'm going to use a very simple code to launch EC2 instance in AWS cloud. The code is already available in Terraform registry site. You can download over there and you can modify as per your need. Currently I'm copying from my notepad, right? So I'll open my notepad, I'll copy this and paste it here. So here you can see we are just creating two AWS EC2 instance, and I'm trying to install this instance on my Mumbai region with T2 macro, right, with instance type T2 macro. So to, what I need to do, what happen if we are just creating two EC2 instance, and let's see what the cost will look like if I'm going to follow that code, right? So I'll save and quit from there, and to do that, to get the code from here, we must follow some procedure. We need to follow some command. The command is clearly mentioned here. This is show cost estimate breakdown. So our next step is that, which is show cost estimate breakdown, right? So here we are just creating two EC2 instance, so let's see what the cost will look like for them. So to do that, what I need to do, I should be available on my Terraform project folder, and then I need to run the command infracost breakdown -fn path dot, right? So let it be copy from here. I'll copy. I'm already in my project folder, right? The file is already there. I run the simple and paste it. Infracost breakdown -fn path dot. So infracost parses the project locally to determine resource type and quantity needed to the calculate cost, and the -fn path flag should point to your Terraform directory. So here you can see it detect two resources, two cloud resources were detected, right? And it give me the cost value according to my configuration file. So if I go with this current configuration, I need to pay $20 monthly cost for these two EC2 instance, right? 0.91 for my storage, which is GP2 for 8 GB, and $9.05 for my instance type T2 macro, which is in on demand, right? So this is how we can get the cost value. Let's see what happens if I modify my Terraform resources and rerun the Infracost command again. So if we modify the instance type, like I'll open ec2.tf, and if I just change T2 macro, suppose I want to go with T2 large. Let's see what happens. I change T2 large, large. I'll save and quit and rerun one more time. So here you will see the cost change will be reflected, right? Yeah, you can see again two resources detected, and look at the cost, look at the instance price, $72, $72.42 per instance. So overall $147, right? So here you can see the differences are differences in the point of cost, right? So the cost increase, and I need to pay approx $147 these two instance if I deploy this setup with T2 large. So let me change the code again, T2 large to T2 macro, and just launch one EC2 instance. So I just go ec2.tf file, and I said, hey, I want to launch only one and I change the code T2 last to T2 macro, right? So I just change it micro. I'll save and quit. Let me initialize the current folder first of all. So it will download the latest plugin with AWS, and then I will run Terraform apply command and go with this code. So just wait a couple of minutes, let it be download. Okay, now I'll go Terraform apply command. So if I go with Terraform plan or apply command, it will show me the dry run first of all, and once I confirm, it will deploy it, right? Okay, you want to go with this one code? I said yes, and now you can say it's creating. Yeah. So let it be done first. So this is the instance still creating. Let it be complete. Done. Now let's verify Terraform state list command, and we can see, sorry, stat state list. You can see one resource successfully deployed, right? Now, uh, the best part of this that we can generate infra cost report for cost optimization, right? Or you can get the estimate also. You can save the cost report output in the JSON format or HTML format or table file format. To export the infra cost in JSON file from an older configuration, you can simply need to use the following command, this one, but two other argument like this command. Let me copy here. Infracost breakdown path again dot current location hyphen hyphen output file, and the file name is old config. It could be name, it could be anything dot json, and format is json. So here we have generated a file called old underscore config dot json from the first configuration, which one EC2 instance, which is one EC2 instance, right? So it used this EC2 this configuration file, this configuration file, and on the basis of this one, cost optimization is saved in this file, right? We can also save this report in the form of HTML format. So let's generate the report in HTML format, which is good in a graphical point of view. So here's the command. You can use this command again. Infracost again breakdown path hyphen hyphen format. What format I needed? HTML. And where you want to save? I want to save in report.html file, right? So if I run the ls command, you can see the file is ready, and let's try to export this file, HTML file. So I'll go with the simple Firefox command, Firefox, and the file name is report.html. Let it be go in the ampersand mode, right? So okay, here you can see, wow, look like good, right? So here you can see the file is generated by the infra cost, and monthly cost is available for me. So this is look like as a uh, HTML format, easy to be read and understand, right? One cloud resource was detected and the price is $9, 9.96, right? Let's make changes in current configuration file, and let's try to change T2 macro, T2 nano, and we will compare the price again. So I can open my main.ec2.tf file one more time, and if I try to change T2 macro to T2 large, and then I want to check what happened, T2 large. Now this time resource is already deployed, right? So now I have changed the instance type, and now I want to compare it from my current configuration. So we will go with this kind of command for compare. You can go with infracost diff path and compare to old configuration file. So what happened if I go with this time T2 large and the old configuration save in old config.json file? So here you will see, look at that, it's changed, right? It is in the change condition. It's changed. So because we have changed, we have modified the EC2 instance type from T2 macro to T2 large. So Infracost is capturing that changes from Terraform, and you see the cost in the monthly increase approx plus $63, right? So if I go with T2 macro, T2 large, I need to pay extra money for this one. So this is how we can estimate our cloud cost, right? I hope you get the idea. So in this demo, we saw how we can generate AWS cost estimation by using Infracost tool and generated output in the different forms. Infracost help organizations and individual estimate and manage the cost for their cloud infrastructure. Overall, infrastructure is a valuable tool and it provides a simple and effective way to estimate and manage cost and identify the cost saving opportunities and make informed decision about the infrastructure changes. So and if you want to get much more information, we can go with this official documentation. I will share this documentation link in my description also, right guys? So finally, that's all about this demo. Hopefully you enjoyed and learned new things. Soon I will come up with another new interesting topic. Till then, keep practicing. If you feel something I have missed or you wanted to know more something else, please reach out through my social media links, which is mentioned in the description. And if you like this video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button for the latest update. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.